friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively, and I'm using the bird's eye view today, along with Hope You Know and the gorgeous garden dies. I've made a hello friend card I wanted to show you. I like it well enough, it's going to be a camp card. So if you're lucky enough to live in Indiana and come to my camp, that's going to be one of your projects. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is, because I like to be able to zoom in a little bit more, but I want to show you my cutting with the die cut machine real quick. So this is the Big Boss, which we like a lot. I left my paper under there. And then I want to be able to zoom in once I show you this. So I'm going to run this through, and there's a couple little magic tricks to this kind of a die. For one, I like to take it, center it, and turn it over. I feel like I get a better cut that way. The other thing is, I like to send it through at an angle. So I'm going to tip it a little bit so it's not going straight through and it doesn't make that noise. Okay, I've done this like 8 times so far and it hasn't moved, but it's moving because you all are watching me. Can I say I missed my magnetic plate? Okay, so we're going to take it through at an angle. And this is a weird angle for me, so it looks like I have to use a bunch of muscle, but I really don't. It's just because it's at a weird angle for me. Okay, so what I like best about doing it that way is I feel like it just cuts it out better. You can see that all of those, okay, now I get to zoom in. My mouse just died, right? Of course. So now when all those little bitty pieces are just going to come right out, which I love. We've had these dies before where I go to cut it and I go, oh, that's so bad. I'm never going to get that all cut out. Yeah, this one's not one of them. It all comes out really easy. Okay, so move this out of the way. And if you like, you can always use, we have these great foam pieces with our take your pick tool. And you can poke out any of the other pieces or run this over it, whatever works for you. But these really come out easy. There's a couple of little ones that seem to hang on a little bit more than the others, but it's pretty easy. Okay, so now that I've done that, I used Old Olive. So now that I've done that and gotten it out of the way, I can show you how I stamped my friends. So I used Memento ink. I'm going to put the branch on first. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I have a dog snoring. It sounds super loud to me, but I don't know if you can hear it or not. So I added, this is the Hello Friend, and it comes from the Hope You Know stamp set. I got a couple of stamp sets. We had a stamp sale a couple weeks ago, and so I ordered some, and I'm trying to work with them until I get my new catalog product. If you're a demonstrator, you know that we have new catalog product that we can order, and mine should be here today. So I'm trying to work on camp projects and get some things done before I want to focus on all that holiday stuff. If you don't have a demonstrator and you don't have a holiday catalog coming to you, let me know and I'll get you one. Here is the, I love the photopolymer, especially with this kind of card, so I can see that I get my owls right on the branch. We live out in the woods and we do have owls. I took a picture of one Last week, he was hanging out by the creek. I'm going to put some eyeglasses on my owl. Just because he's cute. And then these leaves, Stampin' Up! Just does a good job. These leaves line up great right off the end of the branch. So they lined up perfect for me. Okay, there's my fun little hoot owl. Again, I stamped with Memento. And then I colored. Most of it's with blends. I used a Stampin' Right marker. I love our new markers. I love this new nub tip. It just makes me really happy. And I'm just going to hit the noses with that. This, I don't want this to be a super detailed color. That's not the look I'm going for. This is a light pecan pie. And I'm just going to take the brush and just run down these branches. I don't feel the need to color it in perfectly. Go into great detail. This is a light mossy meadow. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing with the leaves. I'm just going to kind of brush them real quick and not worry. Some projects I like to color in great detail. This one, that's just not the look I wanted. If you have this stamp set, you get to choose the look you want. This is a dark smoky slate. I'm just going to kind of go over the belly a little bit. This is a light gray granite. And my owl, he didn't look these colors. He was so pretty. He's just sitting down there. He's all propped up, watching the fish in the creek. I go an opposite this time with this color, and it doesn't matter. I added my smoky slate after the gray granite. It doesn't matter. And this is a light crumb cake. Again, I'm doing the perfect color because I didn't want to. And then I'm going to take a light lemon lolly and kind of go over those glasses. We don't know whether this owl wears glasses all the time or the owl is of a certain age. Because we know that of a certain age. Here's my Snips with my pretty Wonder Basement bone folder, or Wonder Basement charm. I mean, if you're of a certain age, you understand what I just said. If you're not, you will when you hit that age. I had LASIK surgery years and years ago, and I went in to get my eyes checked, and I said, hey, will you tweak those for me? Because I don't really like wearing glasses. And he, being the fun doctor that I've known for a long time, said, you're fine. You'll need cataract surgery soon, and that'll take care of it. Oh, he thought he was funny. Okay, so this is not a super detailed fussy cut. I have customers that love to be super detailed with their fussy cut, and sometimes, like with coloring, it's more warranted than others. But for this, I just don't need it. So I stamped all that on the Very Vanilla. I have my Very Vanilla card base. I'm going to add my Old Olive to the top. This is a love-hate relationship. Me and green glue. I have customers that love it. I have customers that hate it. I'm like a 50-50. If you're good with green glue, that's great. If you're bad with it, it's like a problem at camp. Now, and I'm just going to tap this. I could have used an adhesive sheet. I chose not to because I want some of my leaves not to actually stick to the paper, so they have a little bit of dimension. Oh, I see one of these that I didn't pop out. Here we go. So I'm going to put this Old Olive right there on my card base. And so the Old Olive was cut 4¼ by 5½. So it's the exact size of the front of my card. Let me just scooch that just a little bit. That's the good part about green glue, is it gives you a little bit of grace to squish it around. Make sure you get it exactly where you want it. And then now you can see that some of my leaves, maybe you can't see, some of my leaves are kind of sticking up there a little bit. Like some of these aren't all the way attached to the card, which I like a lot. And then to add my friends to the front, I like to seal across the bottom. And then I'm going to add some dimensionals to the top of this. I went to my first workshop 25 years ago, and that lady pulled out the dimensionals, and I was done for. I had stamped for probably 7 or 8 years before I went to my first Stampin' Up! Event, and when she showed me dimensionals, that was a game changer for me. Okay, so I'm going to lay my friends right across the bottom. How cute is that? Hello, friend. All right, down in the details, you'll find all of the product that I used, exactly how I did it. I think let's, because we can, add a little wink of Stella to the eyeglasses. That way it looks like they've got glass on them. Can you see that? Nah, you can't see it, but trust me, I can. It's adorable. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I will stamp with you again soon. Bye.